Assalamualaikum and hi to Serviti who are currently watching this video presentation now. How are you? I'm Faiezatul Faqihah binti Ahmad Mustamad and my metric number is 2020 489948. So for today's presentation, I will be explaining to you the introduction part consists of meaning financial intermediation. A financial intermediary is typically an institution that facilitates the channeling of funds between lenders and borrowers indirectly, such as bank, building society, insurance company, and investment bank or pension fund. A financial intermediary offers a service to help an individual or firm to save or borrow money. It is the institution or individual that is in between two or more parties in a financial context. In theoretical terms, a financial intermediary channels saving into investments. Financial intermediaries exist for profit in the financial system, and sometimes there is a need to regulate the activities of the same. Also, recent trends suggest that financial intermediaries' role in saving and investment function can be used for an efficient market system, or like the subprime crisis shows, they can be a cause for concern as well. There are several examples of financial intermediaries like mutual funds, credit union, and financial advisor. So like mutual funds help pool savings of individuals investors into financial markets. A fund manager oversees a mutual fund and allocates the funds to different investment products. So for the functions and benefits of financial intermediation, part will be presented by my group members later. So I guess that's all from me now. I will pass this presentation to my friend Alief.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Alief and I'm from the class of D2BA2422A. Okay, so today I will talk about the function of the financial intermediaries. In this slide, I will talk about the function for the financial intermediaries. Right, through this slide, there were 4 points that were given. Okay, the first point is turning savings into investments are the most important function of financial intermediaries. Alright. The second point is commercial banks. Okay, intermediaries such as commercial banks provide storage facilities for another current assets such as cash and precious metal. Alright. The third point is offering short and long term are one of the main function of the financial intermediaries. Right. These intermediaries receive deposits from entities that have excess cash and then lend them to entities that need funds. Interest also makes loans at interest, part of which is granted to depositors and the balance is required as profit. Alright, the fourth and the last one point is that financial intermediaries help clients increase their funds through investment such as mutual funds, and investment bank will use their expertise to provide investments product that help their clients to maximize returns and reduce risk. Okay. Through this function, the ubiquity of financial intermediaries such as banks and insurance companies is due to their uniqueness. Right. As I mentioned in the points given, banks usually act as intermediaries between those who have resources and those who want them. Right. Financial intermediaries like banks, depending on the types of service they provide and the nature of the customers they handle, are based on assets or on fees. This is asset-based financial intermediaries are institutions such as banks and insurance companies, while commission-based financial intermediaries provide portfolio management and syndicate service. Alright, and now we on to the next slide, that is works. Alright, non-financial intermediaries do not accept public deposit. Right, the first one is intermediaries can provide factory, leasing, insurance plans, or other financial service. Okay, through this, many brokers are involved in securities transactions and use long-term plans to manage and grow their funds. So the overall economic stability of a country can be reflected in the activity of financial intermediaries and the growth of the financial service industry. Okay, the second point is financial intermediaries can transfer funds from parties with surplus capital to parties in need of funds. Okay, this process can create an effective market and reduce the cost of doing business. Okay, for example, financial advisor establish contact with client through the purchase of insurance or such as stocks, bonds, real estate, and other assets. Right? Banks connect borrowers and lenders by providing funds from other financial institutions and the Federal Reserve. Therefore, insurance companies collect policy premium and provide policy benefits. So financial funds raise funds on behalf of the members and distributes the funds to the pensioner. Alright, in this slides, I will talk about the types of the financial intermediaries. Okay, the first type is mutual funds. Alright, mutual funds provide active management of capital pooled by shareholders. So, the fund managers establish contact with shareholders by buying shares in companies that he expects to outperform the market. In doing so, the manager provides assets to shareholders, capital to the company, and liquidity to the market. Okay. The next point is bank. Alright. There is no doubt that banks are the most popular financial intermediaries in the world. Alright, because they have multiple specialties including savings, investing, loans, and many other subcategories that meet specific criteria. So, the oldest way this institution act as intermediaries is by connecting lenders and borrowers. Alright. For example, when someone takes out a home loan from a bank, they will get the money that someone else deposits in the bank to save. Similarly, large companies use banks to help find investors. So, not to mention their role as entities that people use to receive salaries through direct deposit. Alright. Okay, the third type is credit cooperative. Alright. Credit unions also brings together those who needs money and those who have money. For example, it is well known that they provide people with credit terms by using money deposit into a saving account by others. Right. Okay. Therefore, when someone needs a loan from a credit union, they will receive it because the credit unions have funds available from others. However, the main difference between these entities and typical bank is their role in consumer credit. Right. In addition to loans, they also monitor many credit-related inquiries. The last one type is the pension funds. Alright, full-time employees often run into another popular financial intermediary called as pension fund. This is why millions of workers use the investment to save pensions because it works based on risk factor, corresponding capital contribution, and long-term investment. For example, when someone joins a pension fund, they choose to save parts of their salary. Usually, your employer will match the contribution to a certain extent. Then all this money is used to buy assets that will grow and perform well. After the employer retires, he will receive all contribution as well as interest and realize the income. The fifth is insurance company. Alright, although there are several different types of insurance institutions, almost all of them operate in the same way. First they found a large number of clients who needs insurance. Whether it's auto, housing, or health policy, it doesn't matter because once this client purchase their insurance, all the funds will add up to a large sum of money. In the future, whenever someone needs to file a claim and use the insurance companies to request payment, the insurance provider will use this pool. This means that for each part, there is no net cash flow in the market.
Hi, my name Mahirah binti Syari, student ID 2020819608. I would like to present about benefit of financial intermediation. There are 5 benefit financial intermediation. First, low transaction cost. Second, greater liquidity. Third, monetary cost. 4 convenience, and 5 other service. Okay, low transaction cost. Other things be different. Lenders are concerned in minimizing all capital risk and loss of concentration on the loans or financial funds they make. This risk may get up in the form of default risk or risk of the loss of investment and on stock market assets. Risks such as secondary securities are much smaller than primary securities for individual lenders. A bank can use its loan contract repeatedly in its loan transactions, thus lowering the cost per transaction, and lenders can buy relatively safe assets and more liquid assets. Greater liquidity. Financial institutions offer greater liquidity on their secondary securities to their lenders. They can be reserved without advertisement. Banks let direct credits to be reserved topic to conditions that only involve loss of interest. Bank deposit needs are liquid. This is because the financial institutions are able to diversify away some of the investment risk by spreading their investment across a number of securities in a portfolio, thus giving the suppliers of funds a more diversified portfolio assets. Monitoring costs. Such monitoring is often very costly for any given fund suppliers because it involves a lot of time, expenses, and effort to gather the information in order to determine whether the user of funds are using the funds optimally. Says my bank berhak by holding the financial securities issued by financial institutions, which in turn invest in the direct financial claims issued by user of funds, either by making loans to them or by buying them securities such as stocks and bonds. The financial intermediaries have higher earning on their investment than small savers because they are better than individuals to screen out bad credit risks from good ones, thereby reducing loss due to adverse selection.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Shafi Arfa Irina binti Humay Yusof. My metric number is 2020898606. Okay, I will continue on benefits of financial intermediaries. Point number 4 is convenience. Secondary securities sold by financial intermediaries are simple to buy, hold, and sell. The transaction and information costs are extremely low. All urban regions, as well as some semi-urban and rural locations, have bank branches. The deposits they sell are uniform, and data about them is readily available. So, everyone have a choice between bank deposits and life insurance policies. UT units are not as difficult to understand as, say, corporate equities, primary securities. Much depends, however, on the quality of customer service provided by financial intermediaries, which is probably low in the case of public sector financial intermediaries in India. This has stifled the country's financial intermediation growth significantly. Okay, the last point for benefit of financial intermediaries is other services. Each of the financial intermediaries specializes in the sale of specific types of secondary securities as well as related services. As a result, banks specialize in selling deposits with specific characteristics. They also transfer funds, collect checks for their client, provide safe deposit vaults, and so on. The dominant lender is the most important of all. All of these and other services entice the public to visit banks and deposit money with them. The UT sells to the investing public unit shares of a balanced asset portfolio of marketable corporate securities. By selling life insurance, the LIC collects the public's long-term savings. These additional services are only available if specific types of secondary securities containing them as purchased. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fitrah binti Rodi. My student number is 2020601694. Our topic of report is about financial intermediation, benefit and function. Okay, I will talk about the conclusion. As the conclusion, financial intermediaries play an important role in the development of the world economy today. They are a lubricant for the economy to continue to run. As the complexity of financial intermediaries increase, it is important for financial intermediaries to reinvent themselves and meet the diverse portfolio and needs of investors. They play a greater role, especially in developing countries and also in helping government reduce poverty and implement other social programs. Even so, the complexity of the financial system and the importance of financial intermediaries in influencing the life of society are arranged in an orderly manner. Financial net Financial intermediaries have a hard responsibility to borrower as well as lender. The right intermediaries point out that these institutions are essential for the operation of the economy, and together authorities ensure that credit is given to those in need without compromising the interests of other investors. That's all from me and our group. I hope you can enjoy this video presentation. Thank you.